sense. That guy
Yeah.
really knows Meepo. He played everything, with the exception of like a couple net skill shots. I couldn't see any mistakes that that guy made. His last hitting was great. His jungling was very fast. Got his items very rapidly. Obviously, it was pretty much the ideal Meepo game, and that's what's kind of disgusting about that, isn't it? Like, it just felt like a free win for him. It was like, oh, they don't have AoE, and they didn't ban Meepo. We win. Like, that's what that game looked like to me, didn't it?
Yeah, that was like an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh, dude. He fell right into the trap card right there. And they just pulled it out. Shit was dank.
Okay, yeah, totally, trap cards. With that said, though, they could have banned it. They could have roamed against it. They had some decent heroes for setting up kills, but they didn't quite do that. They didn't set up kills on the mid lane. I mean, what did they have? They had Witch Doctor and Disruptor. They could have ganked mid early. It's not exactly an easy thing to do. Yeah, they spent a lot of hero resources trying to zone void, and they weren't able to do that very well either. But they need to get more value out of their supports. I think I think they really felt confused or off of it just due to the fact of the lane swap that they did. Which is what was really cool about what Execration did, is that they basically put a Tide in the safe lane, who's essentially ungankable then or unkillable by Slardar. They put the Void in the off lane, who is way more survivable against the supports that Rave had. And that lane change up just kind of ruined everything. But the thing that they should have exploited that they didn't was that the carry on Execration then was mid. So what they should have done probably is let Void get a little bit more, let Tide get a little bit more, but set up ganks on the mid lane. That's what they really needed to do.
Yeah, hindsight 2020 though. I mean, who would have thought that Meepo would have been that much of a huge impact that early in the game? Typically, you got a little bit of time to react before the Meepo was running you down, but on that one, it's just they should have put 4 dudes mid to try to stop that shit from going down. There's just nothing you could do when that guy got even the tiniest bit of farm. So first pick coming out from Execration, the Slardar, of course. Now, beautiful, your frat bro buddy. He's going to be number 1.
This makes sense. And during coin flip, surprisingly, Rave actually chose second pick. A lot of teams are prioritizing first pick, but occasionally they will prioritize a different pick. And because that Execration also got Dire, so due to that, they basically start the game off saying, we're on Dire, we're going to first pick Slaughter because it gives us a very easy Roche access, which is something Rave also attempted in the last game. Slaughter on Dire, surely that's good. If the game's even, you basically can take Roche really easily. But the game never really got to that point for Rave to have that advantage. This game they open up with Terrible Avenge, so right off the bat, they've got the strat.
Yep. Is that the strat? Did they not read the patch notes? Alright, Purge doesn't say that Terrablade's dead. Everyone else is memeing that he's done. It's time to find out, guys. This is the first official match since the patch.
Well, as long as he doesn't die, then the patch does nothing to him, right?
Exactly. You see? It's all about that.
So just don't die. There's the Meepo ban, nothing weird there. Meepo would be able to beat Terrorblade pretty straightforward. TB's okay against it, I would say, definitely. Because there's always going to be a Meepo around that you can sunder. And you can reflect all the Meepos, and you have a lot of physical damage. But Timbersault's quite good against Terrorblade at some point. Usually like mid-game onwards, sometimes early game too. So for now, Rave I think is alright. I do really like Venge TB as a combo. I think it's just really safe. Like stun setup, minus armor, damage amp for people with lots of stats, which is exactly what Terrorblade is. So
Yep.
I like the picks here.
Yep, well, Timbersaw is going to bring a lot of burst damage at least, though. They could have the ability to shut down the Terrorblade in the early game if Timbersaw does well enough, right?
I don't know what you were saying. What did you say?
I just said the Timbersaw. That's pretty good for early game, keeping Terrorblade in check, making sure that he can't get the items that he needs.
I wouldn't say early game. I'd say more like mid game. Because you don't. Most Timbers are played in the mid role right now. They're not really played in the off lane, just because you can get shut down off lane. If you go mid, you're just kind of impossible to kill. You guarantee farm, and you threaten the mid. So at some point, like yes, Timbersaw can be a threat to Terrorblade, but I wouldn't say it's it's not going to prevent Timber or Terrorblade from getting the items he wants. Usually, you can stop his pushes and stuff like that, and that way, yes, you can reduce his farm. But I wouldn't really describe it as you preventing his farm. So most interesting thing about this is that. With the Coddle pick, that means they're probably looking for a Chakra Magic combo. Keep in mind it reduces the cooldown by 6. So what's our OP spells here? Magic Missile's not really worth reducing.
Metamorphosis, I believe.
By 6 seconds? Yeah, man, that's
you
the
gotta
value.
cut it off. Cut off the time.
The value here is Mana Leak versus Timbersaw, almost for sure. It's one of the
Can
best
I talk
counters.
about this? This is my favorite. All
I
right.
guess you are a Coddle player. You really like
I
it.
am a huge Coddle player, and this is a great Coddle game for not only Timbersaw. Amanda Leak is amazing on that hero, especially because if you can land it right before the Timber Chain, he drains all of his mana if he hooks that Timber Chain. So amazing counter there. Keeps him really out of lane too. You can hyper pressure him, especially if you get it around level 1. Not only that, but Earth Spirit. A lot of people don't realize that a nice Mana Leak on Earth Spirit, it's the same thing when he goes for that Rolling Boulder. If you just put it at the right point, he is out of mana. Not only that, Slardar as well. He has a very small mana pool. He's going to be sprinting around. Mana Leak is so good in this match. But at the same time, if Keeper of the Light goes into Mana Leak and things aren't working out very well for him, then he can't do much of anything. So it's a little bit of a risky pick. They're going to need somebody to bring in the early game damage because they have a lot of mid-game fighting. I'm not seeing a lot of early game on Team Rave. Do you?
I think it's good. Terrorblade, Metamorphosis, Venge, and Keeper. Like, Keeper doesn't have to get a lot of Mana Leak. I think you can't really max Mana Leak. As much as I always want to whenever I'm playing Coddle, just for the range increase. You can just get away with one skill point, I think is fine. Just because it does the same Mana Leak percentage, just the cast range and the stun duration. But one skill point in there, it makes it pretty darn good. And then he can get more later when Timbersaw becomes a bit more of a threat. But I think it's a great Coddle game. Like, the Mana Leak is so good here, like you said. Timber, Earth Spirit, Slaughter, great against all three. I would like to see them have some here that he can maybe combo his third skill with better. I mean, you can lower the cooldown on Conjure Image or something, but like none of these are... Like, there's actually almost no abilities this game that it's worth it for him to Chakra Magic for, other than his own, I guess. But I don't know, we'll see. Either way, I think the Mana Leak alone is going to justify the Coddle pick here. If he just goes like 4-1-3 or something like that, Coddle's going to be able to do what Coddle should do, which is counter push lanes and mana drain people.
Sven, we got a full strength team here, Purge. That is 5 strength heroes. Is that good?
That's pretty rare, actually. That's actually really rare.
These guys are ready to punch.
Sven's very good against Terrorblade. He just cleaves the illusions down, so great pick by Execration here. I do like the clock pick, though. It's going to be able to create a lot of mayhem in the fight. It's going to have trouble against a lot of these heroes, I think, but like guaranteed, I guess he has a decent ability to keep Timber locked down. Actually, I like the clock pick this game. He can also set up like Sunstrikes on top of that, so I like it. It's a cool pick.
Oh man, this is so sick. Every single person on Team Execration has the smallest mana pool in the world, or they use skills that force them to move uncontrollably.
That's
so
actually
if this
true.
Coddle is smart and he does his job, this could be one amazing match. I cannot wait to see it. Please, please, God, put points in Mana Leak. If he doesn't, I'm just not going to cast. I'm going to sit here in silence and be depressed. But anyway,
Start
all right,
the timer.
That timer's on. Now, you said that this is a tradition, right? Usually they like to have that first game pause. Everybody says something nice about each other.
Did you see that one? They basically, I don't know if they did this on purpose, but they literally paused and instantly said go. Like, as if, like, it was just mannered to pause the game instantly, just in case the other team needed to pause, you know?
Beautiful.
Yo, have you looked at this Enigma thingy in the Radiant base? Doesn't it look really creepy, like a alien or a ghost or something?
The hell? Oh, what the hell is
See
that?
what I mean?
Oh,
You can like see his ribs and stuff. It's like all.
Oh, that's spooky, dude.
It reminds me of like Alien or something.
The name of it is Lamau.
Lamau. They did a fast TP mid and they put a high ground ward here in the cliff. It's a pretty good choice.
Yeah, why
Everybody
is that?
loves these Smeevil wards, man. It's gonna spot the clock rotations. Basically, they'll see if he's going to rune, if he's like going to jungle, if he's roaming, etc. Just a good choice to do, basically. Hey, is this the clockwork set that got robbed the other day, or was it?
That got what? Robbed? What does that mean? What?
At Manila Major.
Oh, I don't. Oh, look at him dancing! Woo!
Was the clockwork cosplayer at Manila? Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
Was it just the regular clock set? I don't remember.
He was a vanilla clockwork. Yeah. It was pretty sick.
It was good.
That was good. Oh, look at this Terrorblade set. I haven't seen that one. Very fancy. Is that new? I think that is new.
I think this is the one that came with the summon or something like that. I'm actually really surprised he doesn't have the Arcana here. Jo historically has played carries very, very often, so surprised
Any
he
big
doesn't have
Jo fans, homie needs an Arcana. Throw it out, gift it to him, he'll wear it. Alright, that's how you get your name on all of the stuff. Trust me. Give pro players free sets. Give casters free sets. I need some shit.
Too bad you don't
Trust
count as a
me.
caster.
Nah, that is true. Give shitty memer.
He got
Oh,
mana
it's
leak.
the first
He
point
did it.
mana leak. It's on, bitches. Oh, look at this Timber Saw. He's not going to be able to do anything. He's going to take such abuse. He's got his first point into reactive armor, and this is my favorite thing to do as a coddle, too. You just hyper pressure the Timber Saw. He will get nothing with this mana leak. Look at him go. He's got to just take the hits in the mid.
Great.
Oh, this is the coddle game of dreams.
It's really good they're doing this, actually, because if he comes later to try to zone, then he's got 2 points in reactive armor, and then they do no damage. But level 1 reactive armor, they can still do stuff, so it's a good choice. I think he's going to ditch now. He just does a lot of right clicks. He's going to stack now. It lowers the HP of Timber a little bit. Never mind, he's going to stay.
Yeah,
Maybe.
well, that's good. He should stay for as long as he could. Make sure that Timber Saw has absolutely nothing. That'd be beautiful.
I mean, he's still got 3 last hits, but the difference is basically that Timber can't also pressure the Invoker with right clicks.
Yep. Okay, here we go again. Mana Leak probably going to be coming out. Hit him. No? Alright, we'll take our time. Let's talk about some other lanes. Top lane, look at these guys just in strike position, dude. These guys are like wolves. You ever see Jurassic Park where they got the one Velociraptor in the front and the 2 circle around? This is what I call the clever girl. This dude's in trouble. This is the kill zone right here. Boom! Right? The kill zone! There we go! Homie not going to be making it out of this one, I don't think. I mean, the Sunray OP, he will pop that Berry Fly. He's got one more stun. Oh! There it is. Right in the kill zone, Purge.
Well, he drains Sven's mana, at least he's got that going for him. There's a mango up, but it's the hard life of a clockwork man.
It is a pretty rough lane. You know what we've been seeing a lot? This Dire team Slardar in this bottom lane just getting pooped on. I mean, as you said, Slardar great on Team Dire. They always put him down here. I'm gonna call this the Slardar lane.
Watch him, he's getting experience from these creeps dying. Check this out, watch.
Oh.
Level 2! Ice Frog! That was actually so big for him just now. Like, he actually just got experience from standing in the river. Like, he actually just leveled up from that. That's so big. Good job, Ice Frog. Now, like, this, the purpose is to prevent, you don't have the Iron Talon, you know? If they're good at pulling, you're like, well, there's literally no reason for me to be in the lane if I can't contest the pull. And there's no way for so many heroes, but Slardar can actually maybe offlane a bit more. It's cool, man.
Mid lane, they're looking for something here. They do have vision on that top. They know that no one's hiding up there, so we could see a jump on Invoker. I'm going to draw a little picture of Invoker down here just to let you guys know what's coming. He's going to be real scared. Here he comes. He's out of there.
Does he even have a hat? Invoker doesn't have a hat.
Yeah, but that denotes that he's a wizard. Without the hat,
Oh,
he would just be a guy. He'd just be a dude. But look at that. That's magic.
It's like this shitty wizard.
Yeah, exactly.
There's just something poetic about the beadiness of those little dot eyes. I don't know what it is, but I just love it.
Thank you. Alright, we got a Metamorphosis coming out in the bottom lane. Now, this is my Coddle strat, Purge. You've seen it before. You pick a Coddle, and you just hyper push. You get rid of one of your lanes, you put massive pressure on a different lane, and then you just let one guy farming. You hate this strat. I love it.
Well, when you first told me, you described all the different. You said, okay, this is what I do. I get Illuminate, and I just spam it in my lane to harass my opponent, and then I take the tower as fast as possible. And then my carry never has farm. I don't know why. It's because you Illuminate spam.
Going down again. Phoenix with very low HP though. He did a risky move. If he flew over there and got hit by that shrapnel, things could have been a little bit different for him. But they're gonna take Clockwork yet again. He's really having a rough time. Not too good. I don't know. Well, they took that tower. That's what I'm talking about. Take that bottom tower. Now Coddle can go top. He can help out his buddy. Mana Leak in the middle lane. Putting on that pressure. We got the Cold Snap. We got the power. Coddle using that Chakram again. Mana Leak is available. I don't know why he didn't use it. There he is!
Oh, he could have had it.
Oh.
That was actually a kill, I think. If he would have Mana Leaked when he went high ground and then channeled Illuminate, he could have gotten 1.5 seconds minimum due to the Mana Leak stun. That could have been a Timber Saw dying, actually.
Absolutely. He had Mana Leak on cooldown even before he walked up that ramp.
Oh,
he
really?
Just used it once. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you definitely recast that thing. I mean, it's so good.
Yeah, the Chakram. He might be underestimating how quick that Chakram puts Mana Leak back on. Meanwhile, though, top lane again, Rappy having some major problems as he is getting bursted down yet again. He's really having a rough time.
With all that said, he is level 4 on clock, so he is accomplishing some of his goal, which is get experience.
Yep. Alright, I gotta see if this guy's a good Coddle player, though. I'm very excited. Oh, Mana Leak him! Come on, baby! He can't do shit! There you go! What are you gonna do now, son? Alright. Nice cold snap, making sure that he doesn't get to kill him. He does have Chakram on cooldown. He could have used the Chakram and gotten another mana leak, you fool! Oh, no. I got worries now, Purge. I got worries about our friend Coddle.
He seems a little unfamiliar on it. Ryer's normally a really good player, but I agree he's fallen a little flat here.
Yeah, I mean, Chakram, it ain't about getting yourself more mana. It's about reducing your cooldown. You can have mana leak twice as quick if you just spam that shit. Come on, dog. No worries. I'm not going to judge. I'm no pro player. Oh, wait, I am! Digital Chaos! Pick it up, boys!
You are the sub. That makes you better than everybody.
Sorry, Purge. Alright, so talk to me a little bit about what's going on here with the roster. We don't have time to talk and shut up, Purge! We got another kill down to the bot. Oh, Sunstrike! Ooh, perfect. Oh!
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 I almost missed. I had to sneeze and then I missed the setup and then I was like, alright, the fight is over, and I almost didn't catch a Sunstrike. It was like, I saw some bird death on camera, but it wasn't much. I agree, ours art.
Great stuff there. Alright, well, so tell me about how things are going on here. We've seen a pretty good advantage from Execration so far. Is it that far off, though, Purge?
It's looking pretty good for them. I mean, as long as Sven starts transitioning into a lot of stacking, it should be really good. And his creep is just getting there now. This is a 3-stack. Why is he pulling this at 43? That's bizarre. Oh, maybe just to prep it, just in case, because that one creep was bugged.
Oh. The boogs. Yeah, a lot of stacking coming out. Execration getting ready to just get this Sven on point. Bottom lane, though, as we talked about before, that has just been pushed in. Nobody cares anymore. The Coddle is able to do whatever he wants. Not that he's doing too much. He's kind of walking back and forth from the mid lane, putting some words down. How long until this Invoker is out doing some stuff?
I think he's mostly just going to sit in his lane like this and farm. It's pretty standard. He will eventually go for Sunstrike stuff, but it's going to take his team to set up for that. Clock is 6 now, so it's possible. That's basically the reality. He may rotate to the safe lane as well, or he may stay in his lane. They're going to keep trying to take
bottom
tower
lane
for free,
initiation,
but
buddy. Woo!
yeah, nothing happened.
Hey, it was close. He almost got that rock.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, sort of, again. I can't wait for you to be a dad one day. Dad, I did good on practice for football today. Yeah, sort of. I mean, you were a little inefficient with your passing there, son, but one thing.
Tough love, man.
Tough love. Is that what your parents did to you? Is that why you're so efficient, Purge?
No. They were pretty
Mama
normal.
Purge.
Dude, this stack is pretty huge here. Once Sven comes for this.
Oh, the Ancients? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude, look at that.
You know what's big when one of them glitches out? You can't even move.
Yeah, that's what they were doing before. Sometimes you have to pull them just to prep them. That way they can get used to standing in their rightful place.
Yes. Stand where you belong. Your rightful place.
A gank here for a Timbersaw, but Clockwork Mother. Oh, this looks. They got him.
Woohoo!
Nice. Really
close.
good kill.
Yep. Thank you, Invoker, for that Sunstrike. Without that, that would have been a disaster. But easy pick there. And looks like Rave is not ready to lie down. This ain't the last game. They're not just going to let the Meepo run all over them. These guys are ready to fight. And they're almost in that position. Coddle here, only 1 point in Chakram. He's going to put a few in Illuminate. Don't particularly agree with that one, Purge. I don't want to sound like I'm a smart guy. But, another point in Mana Leak or another point in Chakra Magic instead of Illuminate, I would have gone for that. How about you?
No, I'm going to disagree with you here. I see your point here, thinking that the mana is really the most important thing, but I think minimum 2 points of Illuminate is really needed. Because if you only have one, it just does 200 damage. It's like the weakest crap ever. You're like, why am I even casting this? This almost doesn't feel worth it, is kind of what it feels like to me. Once you get 2 points in Illuminate, you can really accelerate your farming, whether or not you're just doing like neutral farming or lane pushing or lots of other things. It's just way better, I think.
Alright, well, that's Giant Camp has been cleared out by Sven. A ton of money in XP heading his way. And he is going to be buying himself a, what do we got? Overcooked Club, Force Staff.
You can do that.
Let me think here. Ogre
You
Club.
can do it.
He's already got Helm of the Dominator.
You can do it.
Oh, is that going to be the tap? Is that going to be the double thing?
The tap, yep. You got it, man.
Alright. The Saber, bro.
Does Clockwork got a kill?
Probably. I think this guy's AFK. Oh, not today!
They just walked into each other, basically. And they stood there and were like,
Hello.
oh, there's a hero right next to me.
He was definitely looking at something else. That was no good. The top tower going down. This is a nice strat that they have here, Purge. They're just using this Terrorblade every cooldown, taking these objectives. As I always say, heroes respawn, but towers don't. Take those towers as quick as you can and move on along.
Yeah, they've got a pretty big tower advantage now. That's 2 towers now, so everybody on the Radiant team is going to be a lot higher. Look at that net worth. It's pretty good, actually. Sven's been farming real good. But there's 2 heroes that are actually quite close to him. Both Invoker and Terrorblade are having a good game.
Yep, I can't wait for this Invoker to get out of the mid and just start wrecking stuff. I mean,
oh, he gets the hook.
On point. Oh! Oh, God! The Sunstriker again.
Dude, Rappy's been owning.
Yep. It's really all he needs. He just needs that initiation from Clockwork and then the Sunstrike. That's a guaranteed kill.
I really like his item build, too. Tranquil Boots, Windlace, Magic Stick, and an Infused Raindrop. It's like a little bit of everything. Movement speed, lots of mana with some tankiness. It's quite good. Yep. See Ryer's build now? This build is just superior the way that he did it here. It's just great. Like the 2-1-2. Just because you need the 2 Illuminates. You do so much more damage. You can farm with it. You can push with it. Like if you go 2 Chakra Magic, yeah, you've got more mana, but who gives a crap if your Illuminates are worthless? You have to cast 2 to kill a whole creep wave.
I guess so. Yep. I mean, he's got other people on his team that are going to do some other stuff in other lanes, so he does need to do a little bit more damage, but we'll see. That range on the Mana Leak at level 1 is kind of disgusting.
I just honestly, every time that I play Mana Leak or play Keeper of the Light, I feel I just can't justify the 2 points in Mana Leak. Like until later, it's I almost always go 4-1-4. I really want to.
There it is. Oh,
that was a great gank. Good wraparound there from Bench. There's an Invis Timber. This is pretty dangerous, actually.
No, he's not going to do anything. The entire team's there. Who's he going to pick off? Mana Leak will come right out for him if he even thinks about breaking that. Oh no, don't TP! That would be the worst thing you could do right now. Stop TPing! He left him! He left him to die! He didn't give a shit! Oh no! The cleanup duty coming out now. Timber, oh, the Terrorblade does have a massive amount of damage. He was saving that Metamorphosis, but he's going to die for it now. Why did Coddle complete that TP? Why?
Because he didn't know that Timbersaw was invis.
Oh, but still, people were going on his homies. Oh no, that was some bad stuff.
He didn't know, dude. They were invis.
He didn't know. It will haunt him for the rest of his life.
Does pick up his ult at level 6 here. Grabs the experience tome as well, and he has gone to second point Mana Leak. All right.
All right, there you
go.
This
the new Coddle build, the 2-2-2.
No. Yeah, well, you know, you want to pick up that point in your ult so that you can Mana Leak them and then hit with a blinding light.
Yeah.
Make sure that it's even worse. So good stuff.
I do kind of like this build, the 2-2-2 build. It does give you just a little bit of everything. I don't know if I justify maxing out Mana Leak right away. No, but it is such a good Mana Leak game. I don't know. Maybe it is worth it. I do know that if your Chakra Magic's maxed, you can basically do Mana Leak. I'm sorry, Chakra Magic yourself, then you Mana Leak to reduce that cooldown to 4, and then you can recast it almost immediately right after the Blinding Light. You can stun somebody like for so long. It's actually very good.
Especially on somebody like Sven before he gets a BKB, you can hard lock him on Mana Leak so that he cannot do anything.
Keep his mana drained, you're gonna really limit what he can do.
But they need to, if that's the strat, they gotta start moving in here. They gotta move his 5, they gotta start pushing because as soon as those BKBs coming out, the strat's gonna be a lot harder to pull off. So I think that's gonna be their plan. They're gonna start grouping up, smoking up, and pushing because this is kind of prime time for them right now.
Well, there's the smoke. They're gonna approach high ground. Oh, smoke breaks actually. It's from the Earth Spirit. It's got good positioning. They're not checking this spot though.
Uh-oh, initiation here. They're going to go straight on to Invoker. Nice swap out, though, to make sure that they don't get him. The cogs are out. Everything's looking okay. Nice counter initiation, but Sven from the back. He's going straight for Coddle. Coddle and some major damage coming out from Sven. You got to get out of there. You get anywhere near that guy, he will destroy you. Blade Mail has been popped, and Sven's going to take a couple hits from that, but just a great wraparound. Perfect target to go on first. I mean, couldn't ask for better. Execration executing beautifully on that team fight.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage done there. Coddle got almost nothing done as well. Just great wraparound from Sven. Makes a huge difference. Clock wasn't able to get the Phoenix lock done either. A little unlucky on his battery assault. As soon as he got out with the dive, it's like everything that Rave wanted to do was wasted. Tough fight for them. But it was a weird position, you know? It was a great job breaking the smoke there by hiding in that position.
Man, link of dog? Oh, please! No.
That was weird.
That was pretty
weird. That was actually really weird. Oh, he went Lotus Orb first. Kind of a good choice. Against Coddle, he kind of has to. He can remove Mana Leak with this.
Yep. Woo! There's the Mana Leak. Alright, he's dead. Goodbye. Enjoy the stun.
Oh, we missed.
Oh yes, beautiful. I don't know. I wouldn't agree with Lotus Orb. I think it's pretty crappy to try to stop the Mana Leak. Sure, your Mana Leak Coddle, but he's got Chakram. He can run and then just magic himself with one stick charge or something. It ain't the best.
Yeah, I mean, it's not about reflecting. It's about removing it because you can debuff with that skill or with that item. It's definitely not about the whole reflect thing. It's about the debuff.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like having a diffusal blade and just removing it, or a Yule's and removing a silence from yourself. It's more like that.
Okay. Alright, well, another tower goes down. The tower advantage is still high here as the first tier 3 goes down. That's the tier 3 that everybody wants. Didn't even have to use... Ooh, we still got some Metamorphosis Purge. We could see a little bit of tower damage on this pre-Rax.
I mean, Clockwork's ready to fight too. He's quite strong right now.
I mean, I'm not going to disagree. This is a pretty nice time for them to get going before Sven gets his BKB. Initiation, though, coming out from Team Extinction. Oh, no! The burst damage coming out. Things are looking pretty good for Rave on this one. Come on, let's see it, boys.
He dove and he got hit by the... Oh! He's getting...
Oh, gotcha, son! Nice. 4-man.
Oh, the damage!
Oh, shit! Not good. Sladar, MVP. Great stun on almost the entire team. Sven coming in for the clean mud duty. Nice little sunder there, but yeah, I don't think it's going to matter here. Sven is ready to go. He does have another stun. And he's going to go straight on Coddle instead. TP out in time. Yes. So this Sven is playing very well, Purge. He's going straight for the Coddle instead of what anyone else to make sure that these team fights run smooth. Taking him out and moving on. Thank God for Blink Dagger.
He did a lot of damage in that fight. That was pretty incredible, coming from the backline there. It was actually Timbersaw, I think, that did the most, though. He got up to like 3 heroes, and he just comboed 3 heroes. When that happens, the fight's kind of over.
From the Timbersaw? Oh, man, I thought the
No,
Slardar
seriously,
was
he
the one
did.
that
I mean, I think Slardar did a good stun, but Timber also jumped in and did a combo in like 3 heroes, like one of which was Coddle. He got them all really low.
Yep.
You can't let that happen. You have to sit back and you have to keep him mana drained if possible. But they weren't able to do that.
Middle lane here, Timbersaw trying to get a quick kill on that missed Terrorblade. He's gonna make it out of there all right, but the time is running out here for Team Rave. Sven is almost done with his BKB, and as soon as that's out, I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, this guy is so farmed up. Another kill down in the bottom lane. Pardon me for missing that one. We got the Invoker taken out by your Slardar Earth Spirit combo, and here's another fight. Oh God, Coddle's out as well. People are dying all over the place, Purge. Oh, you guys can hit that.
That's a dead egg. He messed up really bad.
Yeah. Not the best.
They might be able to kill Timber here. Yeah.
Easy kill under the tower. And they're going to be able to pick it up, though. Here comes the ult from Sven. He's trying to go for the Terrorblade. High-value target right here. Will he be able to get it? Terrorblade does have Sunder, and he will do it. Oh, come on, Terrorblade. There we go. Frappy is going to be brought down by the Slardar, but was it worth? Don't know. I mean, losing that Sven is a pretty big deal, especially against the Terrorblade.
Yeah, that was huge kill there. Big mistake from Sven to give that all over to Terrorblade. How much gold does he get from that? 700 gold? It's pretty good. Clock did a lot of damage in that fight, 2,400. That was like ideal conditions, basically. Timber getting a little aggressive. Like, with all this naysaying you're saying about Rave here, I think it's honestly looking okay for them, partially due to the fact that Timber basically had to skip Bloodstone this game. Maybe he didn't have to. Maybe Bloodstone still could have been purchased, but he put himself in such a bad place by buying that item that he's constantly out of mana more often. So even if he can remove Mana Leak, he doesn't have any regen to compensate for getting low anyways. So he's just doing way less. His HP is lower. He can't suicide if he gets in a bad spot. I think this build was actually a mistake to go Lotus Orb.
Oh, yeah. Wow, I said that as well, yeah. I don't think that's the best item, and you could just kind of deal with it. The Mana Leak, especially if you have enough Bloodstone charges like you were saying. I mean, it's not the biggest deal in the mid-game for Timbersaw, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. He could be using might have gotten the Lotus Orb to help out Sven. Could have been like that,
It was primarily for his hero. He knew he was going to get Mana Leaked a lot. He wanted to be able to counter that. They're hoping to see a hero coming bottom to farm, probably like Sven or something, which is why they're smoking. Here he comes, actually.
Oh my God, Sven!
They're going to see it.
Take it easy, pal.
This. They can't.
Don't have the BKB yet. Alright, he's about to get it, though. I don't know, Purge. I feel like once this Sven gets a BKB, we're going to have some major problems coming for Team Raid, but we'll see. If they were me, I'd wait. Why smoke now?
Did they see them smoke? It looks like they did. They're going to go hide. Smoke will break. Here it is.
Uh-oh, here we go. They're going to get a few pickoffs here at least. Sven going to pop that ultimate, looking for a kill here. Waiting. There's the blink. Easy kill on the Clockwork, but it might be all that they get. Clockwork, nice hook though. Can he move around the swap in? But it's not what you're looking for there because Slardar's right in a great position. Oh, and Timbersaw with the damage. We're trying to pick it up. And we go, lost 2 now. Slardar, these stuns, man. This guy's playing ahead. He's pretty smart.
Oh, Jo's in trouble mid.
Oh, here we go. Jo in the
bashing.
Ooh! Missing the ultimate on the Timbersaw, but the bashes are real. That's 3 bashes to the Sunder. It ain't gonna matter. Whole team is there. Invoker trying to put on some damage. Can't do it. He will be able to get 2 kills out of that, but he did lose his hard carry. He might be dying himself. He will. Wow! He's dead as well. But that's not what you're looking for on Team Rave at all.
Yeah, pretty bad chain of events there. I mean, at least the Invoker kills the 2 supports, but that's not a good trade.
Not at all. BKB coming out on Sven. They're going to be pushing in that tower. He's got nothing to be afraid of. 10-second BKB in the pocket. Easy tower. They're going to afford it. He's not scared at all. Timbersaw rotating in. As we talked about, though, Timbersaw's mana is just nowhere to be seen. 200 mana. He can't do anything. He's just a walking creep. He's like a Chen Ancient right now. He's just soaking up damage, and that's about it.
Sven's doing great, though. He's got so many good items. The net worth's only marginally in Execration's favor, but they do have a pretty big experience bonus. And what that really means is that if there is a fight, and it goes semi-even for Rave, then they're going to get a lot more levels and catch up here. Which could make a big difference, you know? More levels on Coddle, for example. It could change a lot. Could finish out Mana Leak levels, Chakra Magic levels, things like that. He's got, like, no items, though. This is actually, like, he's real poor, man.
Yeah. That's the thing, though. If you want to go for a Mana Leak build, you got to have, you know, nice Force Staff to force him out, and during that mana, you need a Scepter to bounce him around. He's got nothing. Homie got a Wind Lance. Which I don't even understand what Wind Lance is. I mean, what is that a picture of? Lace? What the fuck is that a picture of? Are those shoelaces?
Kind of looks like a wave to me, personally.
Is it a whip? I don't even know.
It's wind, dude. It just... The wind blows in your favor, so it makes you walk, like, half a mile an hour faster or something. You ever walked around when it was really windy and you, like, couldn't walk as fast? It's like that, but the opposite direction. Just because you have this magic item, basically.
Oh, wow. Pretty impressive. Very good.
That's lore approved.
That's lore, baby. You got it now. Alright. Man, I don't know how Rave is going to do this one.
They can easily still win, dude, honestly.
How do they still win, Purge?
Like, Sven isn't super far away, or super far ahead. He's ahead, but he's not, like, insanely far ahead. Jo's getting more and more farm. He's going to have BKB in a moment, which means that him fighting is going to be way more straightforward. He can actually just fight Timbersaw instead of just being scared. You can fight a lot of their heroes, actually. You can fight Earth Spirit, you can fight Slardar. It's going to be way less scary for him.
Oh, God. Smoke coming out. Here we go. The boys are getting ready. Sven very gently walking up. They're going to meet the Clockwork yet again. Not the best target for them. Swap out by the Venge. Makes it even easier for them to get 2 heroes instead of 1. Blade Mail pops. Sven doesn't give a shit. Pops the BKB. 2 men down. And now they're looking for even more kills. Everybody running for their lives. Easy. Middle tower. Going to go straight to the tier 2 after some Ancients. I don't know how they're going to stop them, but Rave has not a lot of answers. They could split push right now with Terrorblade the bottom lane, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's pretty much all they can do here. And he doesn't even feel safe doing that since he's been punished a couple times other ganks. They do see Phoenix is back, so maybe they can defend mid now, though.
Ooh. That's a lot putting out on that poor Coddle there. Coddle's going to be okay, though. So, yeah, they managed to push him back. A little EMP combo. Not the worst thing in the world. Woo! Get out of there, Rockman!
Well, that wasn't bad at all for Rave, actually. They do lose 2 heroes either way, but... And Nando's been doing a great job stacking Ancients, so he's still accelerating forward. Good for him. This looks like a smoke for Rave. It is.
It is!
You can always tell by their movement. You're like, there's 5 heroes running with a purpose. Yeah, they're checking Roche.
I see the creep. They're going to decide to kill the creep with the ability, which is pretty smart, instead of right-clicking him. Good job there. And
are
they going to do it? They're going to go for it, Purge!
Well, we'll see if they can get this in time. I think they can. They're showing Invoker bottom. He's going to push normally. This looks pretty standard. They're only showing 2 heroes. They're pinging now. I think they realize. God, it's so low.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
He only needs like 10 more seconds.
You gotta get this, boys! Oh no, he needs help! Barely makes it before the rest of the team shows up. Not sure they're going to be
Okay.
going on that now. That could have been a complete disaster for their team, but Terrorblade getting some major XP from that. He's almost level 16 now, which is pretty damn good. And, yeah, as you said, Rave is not out of it. They're not as out as I thought they would be.
Yeah, just look at the net worth graphs. Like, it's not that bad. I mean, it's a little scary because they have 3 heroes at the bottom that aren't farming, but their 2 heroes at the top are really making up for this. If Timber, for example, went Bloodstone this game, though, I really feel like his net worth would be similar to where, like, Invokers and Terrorblades were. And then this game would be just so much harder for them. But that's not where it is, so I think Rave's in a good spot.
Man, I gotta admit, being dumb makes Dota so much more exciting. I never know who's gonna win.
Yep.
I can't figure it out. So it's good for me. Always makes the game better.
That's the problem with analysts versus play-by-play commentators. This is what makes the best play-by-play commentators when you don't know what's going to happen.
Is that why?
Sometimes.
They're so
Yes.
dumb. They don't.
Yes.
They have no idea. Everything's hype. It's great. Oh, play-by-play commentator. What a nightmare of a life. Always excited. Always.
What if you just don't want to be excited sometimes, you know?
Yeah. Some days LD's having a bad day. He doesn't want to start yelling things. Just wants to chill. But he can't ever.
Never stop.
Never stop. Anywho. Oh, Kudo still poor as hell. Absolutely nothing. Bench items. She's probably going to go for, what is that, a 4-staff, buddy?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, 4-staff.
Yeah.
It's a good 4-staff game. Whoever gets stunned by Sven, for example, if you force that person, you can completely change a team fight. Because then Sven wastes blink.
Yep.
Could be huge.
Always a good idea to get a 4-staff if you got a Clockwork on your team as well. Help him out. Help out.
Kind of interesting Sven went AC hero over Daedalus, but I guess it makes sense. He needs to be able to survive against Terrorblade. Terrorblade's still a bit of an issue, so him getting armor is quite important here.
Phoenix, getting a little big for his britches here. Barely going to be dodging that tornado. He's flying out with that haste rune. No biggie. He's good. And, yeah, top tower, top pressure.
A Bloodstone's finish on Timbersaw.
Finally! Oh shit, we might actually have a Timbersaw in this game again? That'd be nice.
Yep. So his farm for the rest of the game should be really good. Especially now because he's got Lotus Orb and Bloodstone. It's a lot of mana regen.
This is the dream that he's been waiting on. Oh! We are going to see the Terrorblade push coming out mid, but whoa, the turnaround from the back angle, picking out the Clockwork. That's their main initiator. He's going to be forced to pop the BKB from that. Oh no! BKB Terrorblade as well. He's looking for a target, but he just can't seem to lock anybody down without their Clockwork. BKB popped on the... wait a second! We got death! We got murder! We got double taps coming out from Sven! Absolutely blown the fuck up! The boy's gotta get out of there! Invoker trying to save his teammates. Not gonna happen. He's the last one alive, and they're gonna chase him down. These Sven wraparounds! My god, Purge! He gets it every single time. The perfect dude to go on. Oh! You take out that Clockwork at the beginning of the team fight, Rave has nothing. They have no lockdown. It's just a murder spree.
Yeah,
Not good.
0 spells cast by Clockwork. Venge only got Wave of Terror off. That's not a good fight for them. They have to have Clockwork initiate on somebody, and they have to combo that person down ideally at the start of the fight. And that's just the case when they have these supports that are so underfarmed. If those heroes are not accomplishing their skills, then they're not applying any teamfight pressure. They can't kill Timber, they can't kill Earth Spirit, they can't kill Sven. They need cogs, they need stuns, and they need mana leaks. They need a lot of mana leaks to win a fight. So if Sven keeps doing wraparounds like this, it's going to win Extinction the game, Execration, or whatever their name is.
Yep, absolutely. Man,
Literally
Sven is just... He's the master of the donkey punch, dude. He's been donkey punching all day.
Yeah, it's always coming from the back in the kills.
Yeah.
It's been good.
Been real good. Well, anyway.
His net worth's out of control now as well. Not too surprising though. Terrorblade is a pretty... It's not like a weak farmer, but he's not as accelerant as the others.
I love it. Dives the tower, takes out the Venge. They're in even worse position now. That's one of the few abilities that can lock them down. They're going to take that easy tower purge. Are they going to go uphill? I mean, I don't think they have too much to be afraid of here. Venge is out for 36 seconds. They're not worried about swap. Terrorblade's in the bottom lane. They're going to pop the ult. They're going to go for the tower. Tower's scared. He's having the worst day of his life. He's popping out. Slardar was interrupted his blink from the Illuminate, so that's pretty good. Another Illuminate coming out. BKB is popped. Easy tower. We got the ult. The Rax has no chance. Terrorblade's just taking a bottom. They're going to let this one go. Look out, Rax. Oh, initiation by Clockwork. That's just going to kill him. He just killed himself.
God.
That was suicide. Now they're going up on the Coddle. Nice blink in. The blink that we've been waiting for. BKB.
They got Sven.
They got Sven?
Yeah.
How'd they get spent? What happened?
It was a Chaos Meteor, and then he got pushed by the cogs and just kept getting hit by it. Dude,
Oh,
everybody's dying. They got
God.
2 kills. Oh! Oh!
Oh! Oh!
Oh!
Oh! Terrorblade taking a Rex
Oh,
of his
dude,
own
what the
now.
hell? This game's changing so much. What happened?
Holy
he
shit!
killed
What just
Phoenix?
happened? Terrorblade's still good! It was the cogs! The cogs of destiny! Oh no! Nice.
Oh, if they can
Here we
kill
go.
this guy.
Oh, they can't. They're just gonna go for the Rex. Easy Rex here. Terrorblade cleaning it up. He's gonna TP out, play it nice and safe. Goodbye. And a wasted ult by Phoenix.
What the?
Oh my God!
What's
They got
that?
more.
What?
Rave gets more than
Oh, I just crashed my
Execration.
game. I crashed my game.
God. Woo!
Oh no.
Rave gets more than Execration. I'll keep talking to you guys, let you know nothing is happening in the fight, but Purge, only a tower for Execration. Rave's Terrorblade, they held on with the world's best cog. Just pushing out, killing the Sven. It's what dreams are made of. Oh, Lord. The match is still on, buddy.
Dude, I had to zoom into the supernova because I was so blown away that he supernovaed there. And then as I was moving the camera, I was like drawing on the map because my push to talk is control. And then it crashed the game. It couldn't handle that.
Oh, man.
It does not like the...
Christ.
That killed all the hype, dude. Damn. All right, well, they got a Rax
the
out of
hype
that.
was over.
That was amazing. They're up right now. They're winning.
They're up? I mean, you know, Dota ain't a fairy tale, though. That one was a lot of luck. That miracle cogs. I mean,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, the Meteor Cogs thing was absolutely huge. Yes, it was really big.
Without that Sven, I mean, that was game over. Being able to pick them off
Well,
in that way, right, with a
They
BKB
probably would have
result.
gone Raxed, yeah.
Yeah, they probably would have won. So they're still in this game, but are they going to be able to win it? That remains to be seen. Sven picking up a lot more farm on the Ancients here. Woo!
But Sven's
Miracle's
almost
good.
limited. Like, Sven runs out of item slots really fast. Like, he can still get, like, Satanic. He can maybe sell Echo Saber and buy Daedalus at some point, but he doesn't get that much more farm than this. That's the problem with Sven. Terrorblade, however, he's still got an Aquila and a TP Scroll. He's got 2 full items that he can swap out. He can go Scotty Butterfly, Daedalus Butterfly, Daedalus Scotty. He's got a lot of options here.
Yep. Stop
They
lane,
could
nothing.
kill
Ooh.
Slurm, maybe.
Sladar? You think he's going to go down? Yeah, Invoker's going to go for
If
it.
Timber shows, yeah.
Doink. Goodbye. Oh, Coddle. Oh, we got a Scotty coming out for the Terrorblade. A lot more damage, a lot more slow. They finally got a way to control the enemy, which is something that they've
Yeah.
been lacking a lot.
It's really good
Sven's
against
just been-
Sven, definitely.
Uh-huh. Even with that BKB, he gets slowed down too. So finally, getting that control they need. Purge, you might have called it here. Rave is, you know, they might have been down, but they're certainly not out, and that Scotty could change everything for us.
And it's
I
a lot of
know.
HP for Terrorblade. It's like 700 some HP plus more armor. Like, Sven killing Terrorblade is just getting harder and harder here.
Oh boy.
Once he gets
Oh,
Daedalus,
boy.
I'm going to feel more confident in his ability to kill TB. But right now, I would say TB is definitely stronger. Maybe not in the context of the overall team fight, but in a 1v1, Terrorblade's easily stronger.
Whew. Okay. Could we see smoke coming out here? They're gonna go for some kills here. Could do it. TPing up to the top lane. I'm seeing it,
There's the
baby. We
smoke.
got the smoke. We got the bait. Mr. Invoker pushing out the lanes, making them think they're safe. Whisper with me, Purge. This is the scary shit. Where are they going?
Alright, so they might just steal Roche. Oh, they might spot our Spirit, though. Do they have a ward? Oh,
Wait,
it's...
oh, very smart.
Whose little range creep is this? Sven's?
Oh no, range creep! Get out of there!
I want to use the zoom in mode, but I'm scared it's going to crash the game again.
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh, did he get a Satanic? He did. No, he just grabbed a new creep. Why did he do that? Oh, because he was going to die, I guess.
Yep. Oh,
Can't-
they're gonna have to TP back to make sure that their racks, empty racks, don't get
Do they
pushed
though?
in. So,
Do they?
yes, you don't want the
Do they?
creeps. Yes,
Do they?
yes. And the easiest Roshan in the world. Unfortunate. Wait a second. We do have a tornado. Where do they want to go in on this one? I don't think they do. Roche is just melting too quick. They're gonna have to succeed this one and not.
Oh, they can kill
what you're
Timber
looking
now.
for. Oh
Maybe.
shit, Timber's in trouble. Here we go. Initiation. Sven is just taking somebody out. 2 hits. Sven going ham. BKB is up. But why is Terrorblade chasing instead of just laying on the Sven? Sven slowed down by the Scotty, taking some creeps now, hitting creeps. Come on, there we go. There's the Sunder. That's the ticket that you want. Sven is very low. He's got the hits, though. He's got the damage. Slardar coming back in for what he can, but he's out. That is just the Aegis, so this fight has a long way to go. Seeing Timber saw he is mana leaked up, and we could be seeing some damage coming out. Is he gonna take it? Oh, that's not good. It's a one Terrorblade versus the world, and that is not gonna work out for him. Boom!
Oh!
Barely killed. Oh, that's the
I thought he got out.
I thought he got out too.
Echo Saber,
My
man.
God.
That's an item.
The ding ding. Well, we got 2 buybacks, Terrorblade and Invoker. And what do you know? It's the Terrorblade nerf.
What a
Can't buy back.
huge fight there. That was incredible. Venge got blown up right at the start. Probably the biggest thing that hurt Rave there.
I will say that will they be able to take more than 1 lane to racks with that?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't think so. Not with Coddle coming back up.
Whoa! Nice! 4 staffs all over the place. Double tap here. We got the buyback from Invoker.
Oh
looking
my
to take
God.
out the Sven. BKB. The cleave too strong though. 2 boys out. And they will be able to take that Rax and force a buyback, which is more than I think they would have been even able to do if they just let them take the Rax. 1 is still standing. It's just the range Rax, though. It's pretty low. That thing's going to be going down on its own sometime. But things are evened up after the Miracle Cogs purge. We're back where we belong.
Do we?
Is it?
Is it?
Are they, though?
Did I say the wrong one? I did, I think. Yeah.
Question mark? What are you thinking, buddy?
Nothing really. You know, just trying to stay awake kind of a thing.
Great job.
Thank you. Ags is up on Timbersaw. He does way more damage. I think the story of the game is really just that Sven is doing a crap load of damage. Like, actually so much damage every fight. And he's also initiating and blowing some support up right at the start. Like, every time
I'll ask
consistently.
you. Here's a question that I know you'll enjoy. What's his next item? He's got 6/6 in the bank. Aegis is down. He's got to buy something. What do we get here?
Probably Daedalus for sure. He's already just kind of killing heroes without it, but once he gets Daedalus, it's easier. Alright, it's going to be a Satanic. Totally normal. In some ways, that makes a lot more sense. Like, if he's fighting a Terrorblade in a 1v1, this is the item that's going to keep him alive. Daedalus could help him just win fights easier, but he's doing that just fine without Daedalus, so in some ways he doesn't actually need Daedalus. So dying is the bigger, more dangerous thing for him.
I guess so.
It's like he gets his own Sunder, basically. He can get Sundered and still win the fight, basically. And that's the one really nice thing about Satanic.
Trying to get a catch here. He will get just 1, but the double 4 staff will be saving Coddle. Coddle is going to try to hold this high ground. This is something that we have seen not work out for Team Execration. Their last high ground push when everybody was up did not work out well. So they're going to be backing up, seeing what they can get done. They kind of want a pick here to make sure that the nightmare scenario of the Super Cogs doesn't happen again. And Team Rave's got a little bit of breathing room, Purge. It's time for them to come up with a plan. What is that plan? How do these guys...
Stun your opponents.
Stun your opponents. Get the drop on them.
Get the drop. Don't let your supports die right at the start of the fight to Sven. Disable Sven's Blink Dagger at the start of the fight. Get vision of him. You know what'll really help this game is maybe like an Ags on Coddle. It's one of the downsides of this build. Like, he just doesn't have any items. He's never gotten any items. He only got 72 CS. I kind of feel like if he would have maxed out Illuminate a little bit earlier this game, it might have done more. Because he could have gotten more farm, could have delayed pushes. Fight happening.
Taking out Invoker is definitely what they want to do, and he blinks right into an angry Sven. That is horrible. Terrorblade TPing with the BKB. He will be making it out, but they are going to lose their Clockwork in the Woods alone. It's the Blair Witch Project. He's out of there. Woo! Double TP, though. All they have left is a Terrorblade and a Coddle. I mean, luckily they do have the Coddle, though. He can put some pressure on the creeps at least. They're definitely going to lose that range Rax, but I'm not sure that they're going to lose anything else. No buybacks, however, on Team Rave, so if they get the jump on Coddle, if he plays a little dumb, could be bad. He could have... I could have blinded lighted him out of the base right there with the mana leak. That would have been fantastic, but a little slow on that reaction there. So there it is! Now blinding light him out of your base! Oh, fuck! Well, that's just about going to do it here. Venge will be back in about 5 seconds. Clockwork up in 10. So they will be most likely losing 2 racks here. They'll have 1 racks left to hang on to as we wait 30 seconds for the Invoker to come back. Oh, Purgy.
not
Purgy.
looking good here.
Not looking great. Oh, Slardar missing that stun. That could have ended the game. It's going to be a swap back with a BKB pop, though. They're going to be forced back into the base as Sven is just railing. Here comes the damage. Pop goes the Weasel. Terrorblade watching in horror as his teammates are gutted before him. He's walking back in circles. He doesn't know what to do. The racks are going down. It's over. Mega creeps out. The boys are back, and the Terrorblade is about to die. That's the GG right there. That's Execration, 2 games in a row, 45-20 with a perfect Sven game.
Yeah, dude, Nando frickin' owned this game. Oh, the creepy ghost is about to die.
Look out, creepy ghost! Hey,
Dude,
Lamo!
he owned so hard this game. Like, he consistently won his team fights, kept initiating, killing supports by himself. Abed had a harder game than normal, but still played pretty well. But Nando just owned all game consistently from start to end. Solo kills, tons of farm, carried his team to victory by all means of the word.
Absolutely, definitely Sven's game on that one, and Lumik the boss, indeed. I don't know what that means. Lagi bo kasi ko SS bing narka nakoe.
Exactly what I would have said. So that's going to be a 2-0 there for Execration. Good for them. Rave has got another series coming up in just a moment. Make sure you guys stay tuned. This is Mr. Cat.